Apologies for this horribly lighted shot. I started reading this a while ago. Where's my bookmark? I'm up to here at the time of me filming this. I lost the footage at the start of this, but I still want to have this vlog because I want to have all the vlogs. So you missed about 100 pages of me just chatting. But I've got plenty left to talk about, so I don't think we're gonna run out. But yeah, this is where we're at. Piper is so fucking badass. She just charm speaks the I think it's Eidolons or Eidolons, like how you would say it, but off the ship, and she's so cool. She's so cool. I wish I could be that fucking cool. She's dope. He dreamed about Nico, or he's in his dream, and something about the Seven taking the bait to meet him, which means they're gonna see Nico again. I know it's probably gonna lead to, you know, big bad shenanigans, but this is the third book, so they're not all gonna die. I'm so excited about, like, whenever in any of these books, wherever Nico gets mentioned, I just get so fucking excited. And I also know that the next book is House of Hades, which means that hopefully there's more of an emphasis, or sorry, not the next book. The next book is House of Hades, which means there's hopefully more emphasis on Nico. And the last book, I know there's stuff with Nico and Will. I'm just very excited. Because I love Nico with my whole heart. I know that, like, there's a whole bit of drama going on at the moment, and like in this book, obviously, and like the low moments aren't as important really, but this is so sweet. I've got to go back a page because I've been reading the book. Okay, wait, so it goes, "No," he admitted. "So, you knew you liked me from that moment?" She smirked. "I hated you at first. You annoyed me. Then I tolerated you for a few years. Then, okay, fine." She leaned over and kissed him. A good proper kiss, without anyone watching. No romance anywhere, no screaming satyr chaperones. She pulled away. "I missed you, Percy." That's so sweet. Here's the thing, something I wouldn't peg Rick Riordan for, generally speaking, is like romance. But it's really sweet. It's really sweet. The moments between him and Annabeth, and him talking about them living in New Rome, and it's really sweet. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I find the idea that these people, these demigods, call their family by like their like saying things like stepmother and like grandmother or whatever, like the fact that Hazel calls Persephone her stepmom. It's so funny to me. Like, I know it's the truth, and like I know that, like, obviously they have relationships with these like the gods, so obviously they are family, but like it's like, oh, stepmom did this and it's just fucking Persephone. Like, that's just so funny to me. I love that. I know that Keto is a god, but whenever they say her name, my first thought is just the diet. So it's just like, come on, Keto, and you just see someone that is entirely protein and vegetables walking by, you know? Like, I hate my brain. I look like it, but it is 2 days later. And I love Frank Zhang so much. He is an absolute legend. They're in the tank that, what's his name? Forces? Whatever the god of the sea, or what, not the sea, but like sea creatures or whatever. Him, that dude. Yeah, Forces. Him. They're in the tank, they've just been put in the tank, and Frank turned into a fucking goldfish. What a legend. What an absolute legend. I have so much love in my heart for Frank. Truly. What an icon. Don't get me wrong, I love Leo. Truly. However, the fact that he thinks he's worth at least double Frank is just, excuse me, absolutely not, you are incorrect, sir. I just love Frank. I think Frank's fantastic. What the fuck's wrong with you, Leo? I'm sorry. You're wrong. Like, I do love Leo, but like, bro. Is it insanely pedantic for me to get annoyed at Rick Riordan because koi and goldfish are not the same thing? Like, they're part of the same species, but they're not. I guess maybe they wouldn't know that, but they're not the same. Anyway. Apologies for the up close view. I am reading into Beth because I am a cool kid like that. But all I've got to say is, the level of love I have for Percy, high levels. That was it. Okay, so Annabeth said Annabeth felt the deadline weighing on her too. She'd always had mixed feelings about Nico. She suspected that he'd had a crush on her ever since they rescued him and her big sister. I have a sneaking suspicion that that might be incorrect. You know. Annabeth is complaining here. I love Annabeth, but she's complaining here that because she's blonde, people don't take her seriously. And like, yes, sure, especially in 2012, but I feel like that might just be the misogyny, love. I feel like it's maybe just because you're a woman. I mean, like, I don't want to negate that if that is a thing that people have genuinely experienced, but I don't know that that's been the case with. I could be completely wrong, but that might just be the misogyny, girl, you know? I love Percy so much. Hercules, huh? That guy was like the Starbucks of ancient Greece. Everywhere you turn, there he is. I don't know why that just my immeasurable love for Percy Jackson is truly immeasurable. Okay, obviously I knew where the seven were going, and obviously they'd mentioned Hercules before, but it didn't occur to me that he'd like actually be in it. And again, also not really what I imagine with Hercules, to be honest, but that's based on my very big bias of the Disney film that I watched when I was a kid. But the plot thickens, literally. Sometimes I forget how absurdly normal and normally absurd Percy Jackson is, if that makes sense. Like, it's a fantasy series, but so many of their like big like ooh, hurrah crazy thing moments are just such like Monday. Like, okay, I love it so much. It brings me so much joy. Behold, Percy Jackson, talking about Dionysus. The god's chosen beverage, tremble before the horror of Diet Coke. I love it, honestly. Like, it's just good energy. And the amount that Percy's been worried about Annabeth is so sweet. Like, Percy and Beth are just so sweet, truly. Like, it gives me similar vibes. Like, you know, ACAB, but it gives me similar vibes to Amy and Jake from Brooklyn Nine-Nine again. But like the dynamic's similar, like that dynamic, like, you know, like it's good. Ignore how I look. I love Annabeth so much. Like, I would die for that girl. She is fantastic, and I love her. And she's so fucking smart. Like, what she's doing, my brain wouldn't have went there at all. And right now, she's currently searching for the Mark of Athena. She's just made that laddery thing I'm so proud of her, what a legend. And it really, I love how much, well I don't, like, if I were Italian I'd be annoyed, but I find it so funny how much of like an ignorant American tourist Percy is. Like, it didn't hit me that would fully be who he is, but of course it is, and it's fantastic. Ignore literally everything about my appearance, but I love how nerdy Leo is. Like, I love that he's actually like a big old nerd. Shush. Because like, obviously like, he does mechanics and shit, so he's got all that nerdy shit under his belt, literally. But him being like, oh, obviously pi would go outwards, couldn't it? Like, fuck you, my brain doesn't do that. I love Leo. I love them all, but I love Leo. Hello folks, so I finished this book, Mark of Athena. I did it. I don't really have a lot of like end thoughts like I did with the last one because, well, two things. One, it has been a while since I finished it. I finished it like a few weeks ago now, but and honestly I got a new phone, which meant that I forgot to go back to the video that was on this one and then finish this and upload it, but here we are. So I really enjoyed it. It was a 5-star read. If you want to check out my story graph, which has a more detail, like it has like a significant amount of actual stuff other than just it was good. The ending was really upsetting to me, but I think that was rather the intention. But I loved the relationship between all the characters. I loved the friendship. I loved all of the little domestic shit they'd, like all the wee moments, as well as all the big stuff. I thought it was just as important. So that is my mini fridge going on, but that is about all I have to say, I think, at the moment. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I might do a full review eventually. I don't know if I'm going to continue vlogging these books. I'm already a bit into House of Hades, but I might keep doing it. I don't know. This was a promise I made when I had more of a capability to make more consistent YouTube videos, which frankly is something I don't anymore. I have higher priorities than this, which is, I know, upsetting because I do love this channel so much and I still intend to try and make videos every now and again, but it's not as, like, there was a point where I was uploading videos at least once a week. I don't know how the fuck I was doing it, but I was. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe do a wee vlog of it. I'm also posting a lot more on my TikTok, so if you want to check that out. But yeah, I love this channel, but my priorities have changed a bit. Although I will come on and do reviews, it's just not as consistently. I've not done a wrap up in a while, and you know, all that stuff. It's not my highest priority anymore. I have uni and things to worry about. So yeah, but thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Please remember to drink your water, eat your vegetables, and peace out, I guess. The intro hasn't changed. Bye!